The beginning of Phase 5, and here we go with Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, Kang, Jonathan Majors, of course Paul Rudd, Evangeline. Everyone did their usual thing and knocked it out. Welcome to I Just Watched. I'm Joseph. Non-spoiler review, not going to ruin anything if you haven't seen the movie yet. That'll come later. There's bits and pieces of this movie that I think are really, really good, and then there's bits and pieces that I just totally disagree with. Design-wise, it looked like a weird knockoff. I think it's like Valerian City of a Thousand Planets or something like that. Came out a few years ago. The way of the world within world kind of thing, and the design of these characters, very face value. There was like no real depth or world building. They just kind of threw this goofiness. Parts of it felt super cartoony, and then that leaks into the CG, the visuals. Some of it was pretty great, pretty, which is great, and then others were just really bad. I can't stand what MODOK stands for in this movie. I think it's super lazy, it's non-creative, and they had such an open field to really get into what MODOK stood for, especially having Kang and ending, MODOK ends with a K and it stands for something. The way they took it and the way they took that character again was also kind of like super lazy. It's just like, this is what it is, haha, boom, here. And overall, I think it's a good movie. It's not a horrible movie by any means, but it's also not great. It's very meh movie. To me, it's not super memorable. I mean, the things that stood out the most were things I didn't like, and that's never a good sign. My big thing, rewatchability. Am I rewatching this like crazy? No. I do plan to rewatch it again so I can try to pick up some more details and then jump into the spoiler discussion. But besides that, I don't have this immediate draw or pull to be like, dude, I gotta see that. I'm in no hurry to go see that again. I'm in no hurry to be like, oh, that movie was this. I can't believe this happened. Fantastic, greatness, wow, nombre, estoy así. It's nothing like that. I'm kind of like, yeah, I saw it and it was cool. It is what it is. I shouldn't be like that after a movie of this caliber, and especially for what it's trying to set up. Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror is weird because I think I loved pieces of him, and it's not him. I think what he gave us was great. I think it's my issue is how emotionally driven, and I'm not a fan of that because Kang's thing is he's just beyond smart. He's a genius from the year 3000 or something or whatever. I can't remember how far into the future he's from at the moment. I apologize, but he's extremely smart. He is a Richards way down the line. He's extremely smart. He's powerful, yes, but I've always seen him as like, he's always been portrayed, and when I read him and stuff, he's that scientist, he's that strategist. He's not so emotionally driven. He doesn't react to everything so emotionally. Although the performance was great, that version of the character wasn't my favorite. There's a lot of like cringe dialogue. One of the things that really upset me is there's a whole trio of people missing. And I get it, this movie, like 90% of it takes place in the quantum realm, but there's a trio of people, one in particular, and I didn't get the that we're supposed to get, and it's a missed and waste of opportunity, and that really bugs the shenanigans out of me. There are two end credits, dos. El primero, the first, is way more important. It's neat, especially if you understand how Kang works and where those possibilities go. The second one, it's not as important. It's important, but it's just because the first one was kind of like, okay, cool, dope, okay, that's where we're going. This can be good. Nothing yet has set me in stone to be like, this is going to be great, but it has potential. The second one, it definitely teases to something very specific, and it's almost understandable why, but it's like, come back, please. If you haven't seen it, I don't want to ruin anything, so I'm stepping on leaves without trying to break them or whatever. I don't know a good saying for that. I apologize. It lacks memorability. It lacks major rewatchability, and we know that's a big thing for this guy. If you've seen it, I want to hear thoughts, comments, questions, concerns. How do you feel about it? Like I said, stay tuned. The spoiler version is coming out. I'm going to watch it again Saturday, kind of revamp, do a little bit of extra research and go into it, try to just catch things I missed. It's just a good movie, and I can't even say, oh, that's a good movie. I can't say that with this blistering confidence and just be like, this movie is good, I recommend it. No, I go, it was good, you could watch it. You kind of have to if you want to know what's going on with MCU, and it left me in this very meh arena. Again, I don't go in expecting it to be life-changing movie that it melts my face. I go in expecting to just at the very least sit there and be like, oh, I'm glad I watched this, I had a great time, kind of want to watch this again. And I didn't get that. I love hearing from you, but until next time, stay safe, be well, y con mucho amor. Adios.